Okay, so here's a quick explanation about the echo rings and how they influence the angler and this light that he has that I've added onto him. And this is a tell, basically. Lets us know his interest level in the echo rings that are hitting him. So if I'm close to him and I'm creating wings or waves, his level of interest is going to go up until it hits his total interest. And when it hits the total interest, he'll then turn and either reverse his patrol to go see what's up, or if he can actually see you, he'll make make a new path towards you. And then if he gets close enough, of course, he'll attack. And in most cases, if you're in line of sight and he's reversed his patrol path, he's going to attack and you're going to die. But as you get closer, so what I'll do is I'll start, and if I come across here now, he can't see me, but he's trying to, obviously. That's what those lines are. Those are the ray casts. But if I come over here, see, his level of interest is going up because he's getting hit by these rings. And so it dissipates based on time and the distance away from the player. So if I'm really close to him and I create a lot of interest, you can see he's changing directions trying to figure out where I'm at. But his level of interest isn't going down as quickly because I'm actually close. But the further I move away, the more that will drop down. But of course now he's getting hit by more waves. So I need to come across here because otherwise he's going to see me. But now I've created all these waves, and now finally he's caught on to where I'm at, and there we go. So I think that actually works really well. The tail light is very helpful. So I'd like to see us put that into into our enemies in some fashion. With the angler, it kind of makes sense that it's the little light that hangs above his head. But for like a shark, maybe it's his eyes, they turn glowing red or something like that. But one of the other changes that I made was that the sonic bubble, or whatever we're going to call this thing, the echo bubble, doesn't happen until a helper fish comes along and hits the bubble, hits the player. And so that's a difference from when we were doing it before, where it was happening whenever I clicked. So if I clicked over here, it would actually instantly make the echo bubble, and then it just didn't make sense because I could be clicking all the way across the screen over here, and it would affect the angler, so it didn't really make much sense. So I've changed that to happen. Let's see, let's start the game. To only happen when the helper fish gets to the bubble. That does actually visually make sense too. It's kind of like it has the impact of a small fish and it sends out an echo ring, and so that's when the angler then gets notified that something's up around. And so right now he's trying to see me. That's what those light blue colors are for. He's trying to see if there's line of sight. The more I click, the more he is notified, and you can see the level of interest go up. And if it gets high enough, then he'll actually think about changing his course of direction to see if he can find me, like he did just there. So it's really peaked right now, and he's going to stay on that course. And of course, then he finds me and kills me. The other thing that I did was put in the ability to bounce off of objects in the scene, which I thought was a really cool thing. It just kind of naturally made sense with the angler and trying to get away from him, that I could actually use those obstacles as a way to get past him. So right now with this setup, I don't really have a very good clear path, but let's say the angler is coming down this way. I mean, theoretically I could click a bunch of times like that and then kind of ricochet my way through to a certain extent. Of course that didn't work there, but you get the point. You could actually use these objects to help you get through. So like say I wanted to use these bubbles, I could just sit there and let them force me up. I don't have to create any echoes to get up here, and then that can actually help me out get around the fish, without creating any awareness. So I can actually settle without making any more sonic waves. Kind of settle back here until he decides to come back up. Right, and then I want to come through here, and maybe those bubbles can kind of help me bounce my way and give me some inertia, and they did. And now I can make it to the exit without being detected. So that's about it. Give it a shot, check it out, and let me know what you think.